The most helpful thing about Pinpoint that I've never dealt with in working with a cut and sew manufacturer is their ability to get you art and pitch different mocks to you. And so with me, I have my hands tied running the business. And whenever I want to do something cut and sew, I have to hire people to construct the product, to come up with the graphic design, to pick all the different fabrics. And one of the things that is super helpful about Pinpoint is how turnkey it is. And so it adds value in that we're having cut and sew products, and I'm also freed up to like focus on the business rather than to focus on the actual construction of the product. The biggest difference between off the shelf and then working with Pinpoint is that they can customize anything that you need. And so if there's any type of fabric that you like, if there's any type of fit that you like that's particular to you or your niche or your customer, then Pinpoint's going to be able to customize it. And working with them is so awesome because I've worked with manufacturers before who kind of talk down to you when you have like a big dream for a product. But Scott and the team are always just super down to earth, and they'll be real with you. And if they can't do something, they'll tell you why. But typically they're going to go out of their way to create, they've created everything from the custom bootstrap that you wanted at no cost to us to pretty much anything that you think of, they can, there's a good chance that they'll be able to do it.
So Pinpoint's design team and the decks that they send are the best that I've seen. The presentation, it's so important for us to have a concept and an idea, and then to tell the team at Pinpoint to come up with something reflecting that. And Pinpoint does it better than anybody I've seen. And to be honest, it's just so important to take your concept, put it in a deck. It makes it so much more easy to pull the trigger and purchase that product when it looks great. So many teams that we've dealt with are vendors, just their design teams are just not good, and Pinpoint is definitely the best that we've seen. So Pinpoint's product quality and expectations align with ours here at EA Apparel. We have high expectations and standards for anything that we sell our customers. We want it to be the best in the business, and Pinpoint understands that, and the products and quality that Pinpoint sends us exceeds expectations most of the time. Sometimes there's some issues with factories that is out of their control, out of our control. But one of my favorite things about Pinpoint is their ability to, like Parker said, they're just always there. Their team is incredible. They want to make sure that we're happy, that our customers are happy. That relationship with them is really important. We do a lot of business with them just because, to be honest, they're just great people. And if there's a product that a factory messed up something, which is going to happen with anybody you work with, Pinpoint will do absolutely everything in their power to make it right, whether that's a credit or a refund or a cancel or a fix the product until everybody's happy. They won't leave you out to dry. They're the best that I've seen, and we work with a lot of people in this world. The relationship that we have with Scott, it's rare that you have somebody that's a leader of a company. That's what separates the good ones from the great ones, is a leader like Scott who cares so much, will get on the phone, will text you, will call you, will do Zoom calls. Usually what I've seen is members of a team will be on those kind of calls, but Scott is always there. Scott cares. So that is the number one thing that I see with Pinpoint is when you have a leader that cares as much as Scott does, your foundation is only as good as your leader, and Scott's the best there is.